Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video I'm going to be giving you all the information you need to get that RPK gold nice and easy in a playstyle that suits yourself. So I'm going to try and get through everything nice and quickly, starting off with the challenges. As you can see here, the first one is Dark Rainforest, get 50 kills with the RPK. Second challenge, get 10 double kills with the RPK, get 50 kills using a suppressor, get 20 kills while mounted, and then finally for the gold challenge, as always, get 3 kills without dying 10 times. Moving on to class setups, I've got two for you this time. The first one on screen now is more for invasion or ground war. The reason being is because the aim down sight speed is pretty slow, but it's got no recoil and that 4x sight allows you to pick off bots at a very good range. Moving on to the second option. This one's more designed for the 6v6. Use this in your kill confirm when leveling up the gun. Or like I do, I drop into hardpoint when I've just got to finish off the final few challenges. This one's a lot more designed for mobility and aim down sight speed. This gun has a very slow aim down sight speed, so in order to compete with them quick engagements, you definitely need to add some attachments for that. Hopefully you've noticed that both classes have a silencer on. Get that on nice and early, and then once the gun's unlocked, you'll get that third challenge completed in no time. Moving on to the two different loadouts now. I'm going to start with Invasion first, obviously the RPK. If you're going for the Mastery camos, make sure you've got a launcher. What you don't want to do is leave this to the very end. So get yourself an Invasion and just shoot down everything in sight. Now the tactical, I've run a flash, but you can run a decoy if you wanted that added weapon XP. I just find it really annoying and tedious, so I stay away from that. Lethal, whatever suits you. In Invasion, I normally run a claymore or a mine if I'm on top of roofs, so that's a better option probably than the Semtex. The perks here, I'd recommend double time because the amount of running you got to do. The second one is your choice. I've gone battle hardened, sometimes I run tracker. I don't think there's anything too important, so whatever your playstyle is. The next slot, I've gone spotter, purely because it helps out with the Joker, finding them UAVs. If you're not going for the Mastery camo, I would probably recommend Cold Blooded. Just towards the end of the game when people seem to get chopper gunners and everything, you're just hidden. Lastly, a lot of people do go Ghost, but with it not working while you're firing, I've decided to go for Overclock. Now the reason for this is, as you can see in my field upgrades, I've got a tactical insertion and ammo. When I'm camping these rooftops, it's much more beneficial to having a tactical insertion in case I die and don't have to run all the way back. Or if I've been up there a while, I need more ammo. So these happen 40% quicker, which is a lot more beneficial. Moving on to my 6v6 loadout. As you can see, not too much changes. Literally just the perks and the field upgrade. Now for the perks, I've changed to Cold Blooded. This is just to hide me from any VTOLs or chopper gunners the enemy team might get. Also, I've decided to add Ghost. Because I'm playing slightly more tactical when trying to get 3 kills without dying, I won't be firing as much. This will allow me to actually stay hidden in the game mode, whereas in Invasion, where I'm always firing on top of rooftops, I'm always going to be on the radar. Lastly, field upgrades, you're not going to need much here. I'd highly recommend Dead Silence. I find it so much easier to get the 3 kills without dying when no one can hear my footsteps, especially in this game where the footsteps are so loud. I've also thought about a portable radar. This could be very beneficial if you're playing a lot slower and you're going for them 3 kills without dying. Moving on to game modes now. Always play what you prefer and whatever gives you the most enjoyment. At the end of the day, you're going to be unlocking guns for a long time, so make sure you're enjoying it. I'm still going to highly recommend Invasion though. Not only is it one of the quickest ways to level up guns, I also quite like the relaxing playstyle rather than the skill-based matchmaking of 6v6. If you prefer the 6v6 method, then my next recommendation would be Kill Confirmed. Remember, picking up them tags give you good weapon XP, so I'd focus on getting the kills and then making sure you're picking up as many tags as possible. The last thing we need to talk about is the challenges themselves. I would recommend going into one of these game modes that are ticked here. The objective game modes are by far the easiest way of getting your multi-kills or your mounted kills, purely because people are running to a set area, therefore it becomes very predictable where people are going to be. I wouldn't even think about the first 3 challenges, they'll probably come while you're leveling up the gun. Just make sure you've got a silencer on as soon as possible, and this is probably the challenge that won't be done when you get to the mounted kills. But again, if you get them mounted kills with a silencer on, that's 20 done and dusted already. Now the last challenge, which is mounted, you will need to think about. When it comes to mounted kills, I tend to find set sort of lanes that are best, like watching over the middle of the map, or just a good spot with a window, mount on that window and just wait for people to arrive. There's no special way of doing this, it's purely just a time-based thing where you're going to keep mounting. Yes, you're going to die a few times, run back to that spot, mount and see if you can pick up a few more kills. Lastly is the 3 kills without dying. Again, just play your normal play style, whatever's suited to you. Once you've got the first kill or 2, I'll then play a bit more tactical and wait for the 3rd kill to arrive, because you will find it frustrating if you keep getting to 2 kills and then dying. That concludes the video, guys. If you have found it helpful, don't forget to hit a like, and if you want to see other guns like this or the future classes that I do, make sure you smash that sub button, and I'll see you in the next one.